medical marijuana bill passes Tennessee Senate. Are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Because we're about to remember this moment. Hold on, scary ass game. We've got time for scary ass games and shit. But what we don't have, or what we haven't had a lot of in the past, is fucking. Let's see, we need some fucking weed music. What's some good weed music? Rat Gaming. Let's do this. And I gotta look this up, man. Dude, if you have a link or anything like that, boom, right here. I don't even have to. Medical marijuana bill passes through Tennessee Senate. Now, I feel like when they word it this way, that means that they got to go through somewhere else. Does it have to go somewhere else as well? And now non-medical is Schedule 2 instead of Schedule 1? Is this because Bernie Sanders is almost the nomination? They're like, alright guys, so we almost lost our fucking shit right there. People almost voted Bernie, so we better like actually make some fucking sense here. Well, I'm glad to hear that, and I may be totally wrong on my analysis of that, but seriously, it's 2020. I'm not even gonna say it's like overdue. This shit should have happened like 10 or 20 years ago, like 2000 or 1990. It should have been moved to Schedule 2, even if not fully decriminalized. That makes me so happy. I think we're gonna fucking smoke some weed, actually. We're gonna smoke some fucking weed, actually. Yeah, we're gonna remember this moment. And you know, I don't need that light on. What am I doing? I just got all excited. Let's see, I wonder if you guys can, and we're gonna come back and check this article out just so we can figure out what's going on, because I know a lot of my people that are gonna pop in are gonna be Tennessee people, and I'm sure this is gonna grab their attention. Oh, and I just noticed my hair is like super jank back here. That's alright, I can leave with it if you guys can. But let's fucking smoke some weed. By the way, I'm in Colorado, where it is legal, so please don't ban me, Twitch. I'm pretty sure TOS says I can do this. Do you know about that, Corey? Or have you looked into it since you're like in Tennessee? You probably haven't looked into the weed smoking particulars of the terms of service. But for Tennessee today, we are going to be smoking on some Golden Goat. And this shit is pretty gnarly and beautiful. This is where it gets fun, you guys. So one of two things is going to happen. I typically don't smoke before stream, because if there's nobody like popping into the chat right away, I usually go on break. Yeah, bro, and that's what I've seen some other channels do. Like, there was this chick who I'm pretty sure smokes weed, and she does not live in a legal state, so she was just going to break, but she left the audio on, so you could hear the lighter, you could hear the coughing. Yeah, I mean, you could basically tell, but I mean, if terms of service just say you can't be seen, and honestly, like, you know, I'm sure that it's not beyond the idea. Like, I'm sure a weed movie we know there's a bunch of weed movies that were made where weed wasn't smoked, so it could be part of her production value. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so one of two things is gonna happen here. We're either gonna have a really great stream, or I'm gonna get really fucking stoned. Well, I'm gonna get really stoned, but this goes usually one of two ways. It gets kooky crazy, or I get a little quiet and introspective. And then we talk about stuff. Either way, I'm fine with that. Do you got any good weed songs to recommend for this, since we are commemorating this memorable moment for the great state of Tennessee? And I feel like this one's about to wrap up. Where is Matt Leichhardt at? I need that dude in here. I'm pretty sure he's the guy that got me onto to Slightly Stupid, which is why I mention him. But shout out to that guy. I probably wouldn't be listening to this right now if it weren't for him. Well, I probably would. I probably would, but he's definitely the guy that got me on it, so I appreciate him. Oh. All right, let's see what's going on here in Tennessee. So, Senator Steve Dickerson's medical marijuana bill passed through the Tennessee Senate committee on Wednesday afternoon with a vote of 6 to 3. However, there was a last-minute amendment added by a Republican, Senator Bo Watson, that would only allow the bill to happen if marijuana was rescheduled as a Schedule II substance federally. I think I know where this is going already, and I'm gonna be sad. He's probably playing Madden for sure. So, let me reread that part. That would only allow the bill to happen if marijuana is rescheduled as a Schedule II substance federally. Maybe it happened. I haven't gotten that far yet. The committee also voted to pass the amendment 6 to 3. That is so. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a moment here and I'm gonna hit this weed because I might just lose my shit. And let me get my definitions for Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 up, so I can explain why I'm about to possibly lose my shit. Sorry, I put you guys on mute because I'm sure you didn't want to hear me cough. I'm about to get so mad. Schedule 1 is worse than Schedule 2. I know, but I just want to read off these subtle differences before I get my shit all out of whack here. So Schedule 1 drugs are illegal because they have a high abuse potential, no medical use, and severe safety concerns. For example, narcotics such as heroin, LSD, and cocaine. Marijuana is also included as a Class 1 scheduled drug despite it being legal in some states. Oh my god, my head was probably cut off for a second. I'm sorry, you guys. Despite it being legal in several states and it's being used as a medicinal drug in some states. Now, let's read Schedule 2 because from what I've read so far, it's going to pass whenever marijuana makes it from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2. But, let's look. And I'm already pissed. Look at these list of Schedule 2 narcotics that are better for you. We've got Dilaudid, fucking Demerol, Oxycontin, Percocet, Methadone, Fentanyl. These are all Schedule 2 substances. Oh my fuckadilla, you guys. Fuckadilla. Fuckamole, holy, of the holy variety, holy fuckamole, dude. So anyways, let's get back to our bill, because what I think this is gonna say, and I gotta look at the it getting moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2, but what I think this is gonna say is, yeah, we were going to pass it when it makes a Schedule 2 move. But right now, guys, this is my medical marijuana. So I'm sitting here right now proving to you guys that that it's not a Schedule 1 drug. So Tennessee, you better get your shit together, but let's just finish reading this. Oh man, what do we got going on in the background here? We got some Slightly Stoopid still. Just in case I get upset at this article, let's get some great music going. These are not as epic as I had hoped. Let's do this. Oh, this is a list of 10 songs, and I don't know how many of them are actually epic. Whatever, we just need reading music. So yeah, Senator Dixon, a Republican Nashville lawmaker, is in his 5th year of bringing forth legislation that would legalize certain forms of cannabis for medical use. Okay. I see where this is going. Last week, a House subcommittee passed the legislation through with a positive recommendation, but before then, movement has stalled on any such bill. Despite having widespread support for legalization, medical marijuana measures have struggled in the Tennessee legislature. A bill hasn't passed through a committee since 2018, when Republican Jeremy Faison led a summer study and sponsored a bill to legalize the plant for medical purposes. It narrowly passed through a committee due to then House Speakers Beth Harwell joining on a committee to be the deciding vote. Senator Dickerson was also a sponsor on the Senate version of the bill that year. This marks the first time Dickerson's legislation made it through a Senate hurdle. It will now move to the Government Operations Committee. Opponents of medical marijuana legislation pointed to its Schedule 1 classification. Again, you guys. Again. This is my prescription. I got a prescription, dog. A prescription. Like there's a label on my bag. My drug dealer ain't that fancy, y'all. So, pointed to its Schedule 1 classification, also law enforcement worry that type of impact legislation will have on the state. What, you mean you get to stop throwing a bunch of weed smokers in jail and you actually have to like work a little bit harder through the day? And Vanderbilt pulled a poll in 2017, and I don't mean that. I don't mean to say that like cops don't do their jobs. Cops definitely do their jobs. Cops and I have not always gotten along, but I can definitely tell you I used to be a shit too, so that's part of that. I'm not saying all cops are bad, but for law enforcement, I mean, I could also just see where, you know, if you're, I don't know how long cops work. I assume it's somewhere between like 8 and 12 hours whenever they're out on patrol. But I imagine, you know, if you pick up a dude for smoking weed, and I'm sure they have quotas too, but like, let's say you're just not feeling it that day because you're a human and that's going to happen. There's going to be times where you could smell some weed on a guy and that's going to eat up probably 2 hours of your fucking work day. So are you going to tell me that it's not happening sometime out there where a cop who really knows that weed's not a big deal is going to do like bust like 4 weed guys in a day because that could easily be a shift? And my numbers might be all wrong on that, but that's what, whenever I read this and it says law enforcement worry that type of impact legislation will have on the state, first off, you lose all that money out of the legal system, which is fine because now they can actually be contributing members of society and pay their taxes instead of you just collecting a check on, you know, doing the opposite of rehabilitating them, which is whatever. I'm getting upset. I shouldn't have smoked that weed, you guys. So now we just have to check and see, is it still listed as a Schedule 1? If it's still listed as a Schedule 1, I'm going to be sad. I do appreciate you bringing it to my attention, Rhett. But it looks like that bill is only going to go into effect if they move it to Schedule 2. Which is just crazy because for like a decade or more now, people have been being prescribed medical marijuana. So how you can say it's a Schedule 1 blows my motherfucking dome, you guys. Okay. I needed this chill music right now. This is what I needed, you guys. I'm sorry about all the yelling. I want to make another apology to any police officers out there that I may have offended. That was not my intention. You guys are champions too. But I needed this chillness. I'm gonna calm down. We're gonna smoke a little more weed. We're gonna check into the scheduling status of marijuana in Tennessee. This could be potentially a happy day. And if not, it will be one soon. They can't fight it much longer. Plus, like, have you seen the money? Have you seen the money, you guys? Tennessee. Have you seen the fucking money that marijuana is gonna bring in? Have you guys seen that? Have you taken a look? Do you wanna pay for roads and schools and just a bunch of other jazz? Everybody bitches about taxes, and everybody bitches about weed being illegal. But what if we just tax the weed and it's legal, and then you don't go to jail? Have you seen the fucking money? That's all I'm saying. Whoops, I pressed the wrong thing. Yeah. So that's how I feel about that, obviously. Let's do this. Let's Schedule 2 it up. Not to be confused with Schedule 1, you dumb government motherfuckers. Well, I can guarantee you that I can guarantee you that letting it legal is ultimately going to be the best answer, but you can't convince the prison system that from a standpoint, especially whenever they put some money into people's pockets to get elected. But the main thing is, like, you'll see a societal change. That, like, so you take the numbers side by side, and I don't know what the fucking numbers are. Maybe the numbers say it's better, you bring in more money by incarcerating a shit ton of harmless weed smokers. Or maybe the money says let them smoke, or maybe the numbers aren't even accurate because half the people are going to be like, no, I don't smoke weed. So anybody in that poll of how many weed smokers are we going to get, how much money, it's probably going to be under what it actually is. But you take the numbers out of it, and you just see, like, society gets better. People that smoke weed aren't going to have to deal with the taboo that weed really shouldn't be at 2020 because everybody has done it at some point or another in their life. It's either your cup of tea or it's not. But yeah, you're going to see a societal change. There's no taboo with that. People get to smoke weed, and it's just going to be better, you guys. It's one less reason to hate somebody the fuck else or misjudge somebody the fuck else because of a decision that they make that doesn't fucking affect you. I did not mean to get so fucking heavy. We gotta find out what's going on, though. Oh, I guess it's not Tennessee, it's the federal status. And now I'm pretty sure I know what answer I'm gonna see. Fucking epic music. I hope the suspense is enough. We don't know, though. This could be clickbait. Oh, it's Wikipedia. I.e., do we trust it? Do we trust Wikipedia? State level reclassification. We're not on that list yet. And this might not be accurate. Well, I've always looked at it like it's legal to smoke it here, just not have it. I've always... Oh, yeah, dude, that's kind of how it is. That is kind of how it is. But, I mean, as long as you're not driving, too, though, or, like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because then they'll get you for that. Do you remember when it used to be, there used to be a DUI and there used to be a DWI? Are you around your mom at the moment, randomly enough? I love your mom, by the way. Shout out to Rhett Gaming's mom. Shout out to Rhett Gaming, but shout out to Rhett Gaming's mom. I fucking love that lady. Is she around, by chance? If not, you gotta clip this and send this to her. No, she's at home. I've got to fucking, I gotta catch up with her sometime soon. Does she have a Twitch? Like, does she ever occasionally watch your stream? Because, dude, if she ever popped into my stream, I would lose my shit. And it would just be all about her. Like, if I had a whole plan, it's just right out the fucking window. And, like, if you stick with me for 6 hours, it's just like me and your mom, whatever she wants to do, bro. We're going balls deep in YouTube, or we're playing, like, fucking marble races or whatever. But yeah, if she... No, she is old school, LOL. She is a Facebook, that's it. No worries, I kind of figured. That's even kind of like new age for some, you know, parents. Okay, we gotta get a fucking ruling on this. And I'm not calling in Scooby in the game because I can't afford the shit. And I think this needs to come back down lower. I keep moving around. I'm sorry I keep touching my camera, you guys. It's not permanent. I use my phone. That's my workaround for not having to pay for a camera right now. Alright. I guess we just go to the DEA.com. They'll fucking tell us. Dude, it's still on their list anyway. Bro. It's still on the fucking DEA's website. I'm pissed. Dude, how is cocaine and meth? How are these two here and this one is here? Are you gonna tell me the lawmakers are not on perhaps one of these two? Hmm? 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 Damn it, this shit's still a little high. Whatever, we're gonna dial it in. My hair's doof as fuck. Alright. So, what do we know? Do you have anything? Do you have anything on your end that will make me less angry, Rhett? Alright. So we are moving on. If you're still with us, we're still chilling. We just took a major, massive fucking detour. I told you I was gonna get high, and I told you that might happen. So you were warned, but I hope you stuck around. And if I lost you, I'm fucking sorry. Okay.